What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Blazers Uprise Live here on a Thursday. Today, we have our playoff predictions, our playoff picks powered by BetUS TV. We're going to pick the East and the West and the NBA Finals. And this is one of my favorite streams of the year. We do this annually. A few different streams we do annually. You know, normally we have our preseason predictions where we predict the final seeds in the West. But this time of year, we predict the playoff bracket. We got myself. We got Eric. We're also going to get picks from Steven, Crushables, and Javon. And chat, you guys will also fill out your own bracket through chat polls. Eric, what's going on, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right, Tori. I have a bit of a bone to pick with you, though.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
So, about a week and a half ago, we played basketball together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't notice anything about my hair at the time?
I was playing basketball. I was not focused on your hair, my guy.
All right, it was about as long as yours is on top right now.
There ain't no way I would have noticed that. Dude, this is like,
okay.
Your hair is not this long, bro.
No, it was at the time.
It was
Maybe
like
not that long.
It was
Not
like
that
5,
long.
6. Dude, if I want to go, I can go emo with it. All right, can you go emo with your hair?
I can't anymore because I've cut it since.
No, I don't think you could. Ain't no way.
Okay.
I would have noticed.
Guys, I purposely grew out my hair so this guy, the next time I saw this guy, Tori, he would be like, oh, okay, he's not bald. And I tuned into this Blazing Trail show last night, and I have to listen to you perpetuate this lie that I'm actually bald. So thanks a lot.
Hey, man, I felt bad for Steven. I was trying to make him feel like there was somebody else out there that he could relate to that, you know, covers this team and is bald, other than Sean Highkin. So
I figured you would be like, oh, no, I just played basketball with Eric. He had a full head of hair, and then I cut my hair because, you know, you saw it. So, yeah.
I would have loved to have seen the disappointment on your face listening to that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I'm just joking. I don't care.
Yeah, so
kind of
for this game, we
do have hair, guys.
Yeah, I mean, first off, it was stressing about people on our team no-showing, okay? So I was stressed about that. And then we started playing, and I wasn't going to pay attention to anything about your hair. You know, I try and lock in, okay? I try not to be distracted, and your hair wasn't long enough to be a distraction. I'm sorry.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry, but, you know.
It was distracting me because I hate it long.
Yeah. Your hair was not that long. This dude his hair was like 2 inches long, and he thinks it's as long as this. All right, like
no, it was, dude. I've been growing it out for months. It was super long. It wasn't as long as your hair right now, but I had the side shave, but the whole top was really long. I've been growing out for months.
Yeah, we got different definitions of long.
You just weren't paying attention. It's cool. It's cool.
Different definitions of long. Don't clip that. Anyway, Tori just wants the bald narratives to stay alive. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Why?
I gotta cut the top though. I need to like fade. I don't know. I kind of asked for something weird with my last haircut. I need to do something a little better, but I don't care, man. I am not single, so I don't care. Like, it's all good. It's all good nowadays. So. Yeah, I think my beard is longer than Eric's hair was, to be honest.
It was not. See, this guy just lies. I don't know why, but he lies.
You're the one who started. Let's see your hair. Let's see your hair.
I already showed it on
stream.
Yeah,
let's see it. Let's see it.
My
beard is longer. My beard is longer than your hair.
Oh, yeah, right now it is.
Yeah, sure, right now.
I told you I cut it because you saw it.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked like that to me. I'm going to need some proof.
This guy, you're the one who started this whole ball thing to begin with.
I love trolling Eric chat. Anyway. Now I fully get why people come in chat and just say some insane stuff, you know. I get it now. I fully get it.
Like you don't shower.
Yeah, or I don't know. But
You've had some crazy
chat.
hair
Should I? Well, yeah, but I don't care. I don't care. People still watch. I maybe on a future stream I should make a burner in chat and just troll Eric and see how long I can hide it from him.
Dude, I don't care about chat.
I should have did that for
care about
April
you
Fools.
Actually seeing me in person with a full head of hair and you didn't even freaking notice. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're just so tall.
It was all
couldn't see the
crazy.
top
I
of
was
your
like, I
head.
had to like move it all game. Like, yeah.
It's not my fault you're 7'2" and I can't see the top of your head.
All right.
So, anyway, today we're going to predict the playoffs. So, let me just flex for a second. Last year I cooked on this stream. I had Dallas and Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals, and I had Dallas going to the NBA Finals. I cooked. That was a 5v3. I think I had Boston beating Dallas. Like, it was almost a perfect bracket. Like, about as good as I've ever done. So, hopefully, I can have a repeat of last year's performance. Okay? Because when it's come to picking things this season, I have been a train wreck. I was awful in picks against the spread, man. Like 10 out of my last 11 days, I was below 500, which is abysmal. So hopefully today I can do a little bit better. And maybe this time I'll come up with a point system for how we're going to keep track of like who does well with the brackets and everything, because I got a little better setup this year. But yeah, Trevin, did you want to pick a bracket, man? Because you didn't let me know, so I'm not prepared. But I can adjust on the fly. Okay, I can adjust on the fly. All right, I will adjust on the fly for Trevin, Eric, because our mods don't let us know things beforehand. But you want to talk about the news we got today while I set this up, because I do want to quickly touch upon some good news.
Yeah, I mean, we can get into this a little more when we talk about the series, but Dame was cleared for full basketball participation. It's going to take him a few days to ramp up, but he practiced in full today, and should be back within a game or two of this series. He's definitely out game one, but looks like Dame is back. His blood clot is fully gone away, and just great news, because a lot of those people like Wemby, it's a lot longer than that, but it sounds like with Dame they caught it a lot earlier than some of these other players have, and that led to them being able to treat it faster. And I guess he's just superhuman or something too. So, but great news to hear that that's no longer a thing for him. Hopefully it doesn't come back or anything. But as of right now, he does not have blood clots anymore.
Yep, we love to hear it. Blood clots are always scary. I went to the Hoop Summit, and Chris Bosh was sitting front row, and it reminded me of how his career got prematurely ended due to blood clots. So good to see Dame is going to play at some point in this series. We haven't been able to get Dame and Giannis together in the playoffs yet, so that would be a lot of fun. And obviously, as Blazer fans, we are rooting for our guy Dame. Well, some of us are rooting for our guy Dame, so hopefully he can come back game 2. He will be out game 1. That should be a fun series, a nice little rematch. Bucks and Pacers are rivals right now, so yeah. Good to see. And then chat, if you have any quick questions while I finish setting up Trevin here, because he didn't let me know before, because Trevin is gonna, I don't know, I just want to roast Trevin for making me set it up on stream. But yeah, if you guys got any other questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Taylor Packer says Gambo said Katie is for sure gone. Where do you think he ends up?
So there was a report today that Houston is unlikely to trade for him, even though they've been the favorite according to BetUS TV. And they're not going to... It's unlikely they trade for him just because he doesn't fit their timeline, and they're willing to be patient. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know where he goes. I still think Memphis is a sneaky team, man. I still think Memphis is a sneaky team. Where do you think he ends up, Eric?
It's kind of interesting he doesn't have a no trade clause, even though I don't know if he refused to go or whatever, but he said he wasn't going to go to the Warriors at the trade deadline. Otherwise, he might be in Golden State right now. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that's a good one, Javon. Miami's an interesting one.
Yeah, Miami is definitely interesting.
The Mavs would be interesting too. I don't know how they make it work.
They'd have to trade a lot of players. But I don't know. I mean, there's no obvious suitor. There's no obvious suitor, which is what would make that really fun, which is why I think it's going to be a surprise team like Memphis. You know, like let's say Memphis loses to Dallas or gets smoked in the first round. If he truly goes to Memphis, you heard it here first. I will go on Twitter and demand people to call me the insider, Eric. Do you get that inside joke?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, we're ready to go. Okay. We do have two more play-in games here. Atlanta, Miami, and then Memphis versus Dallas. So the 8th seed on these brackets is not going to be filled in. But if you want to take the 8th seed and you want to say who it is, I can work around it. We can work with that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about this series. Mods, you can post your predictions in chat. And then we will move on. And Eric's going to do a chat poll for Thunder versus... I don't know how you want to do it. If you just want to do it the 8th seed. I don't know if there's even a point. Like, chat, you're not taking the 8th seed, are you? We can do this however you want to, Eric.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. So, I mean, OKC... They got some much-needed experience last year. I don't want to talk about them too much until they actually are matched up against a team that might be capable of hanging with them. I don't think that will be in this first round. I know Michael Holton thinks the Mavericks have a chance to beat them if the Mavericks advance. And I think he said the Mavs would take him to 6 or 7 games is his prediction. He said he was going out on a limb, which we respect. We respect being bold with your predictions, right? I do wonder what the tougher matchup would be for the Thunder, though. The Memphis Grizzlies have not beat good teams all year. They've just kind of feasted on worse teams, so I don't think it's them. I think Dallas might actually be the tougher team. But regardless, I don't think OKC is going to have much trouble here in the first round. I think I would probably take them in a clean sweep. So I'm going Thunder in 4. We got Trevin going Thunder over Memphis in 4.
I'm going Thunder in 4 as well.
I just realized I need my phone. Oh wait, no. I can go to. Yeah, I need my phone. All right, you're going Thunder in 4. We're gonna put the how many games in the team in the bottom. I like this graphic setup better than we've had in previous years. All right. Will anybody take the Thunder not sweeping? Is the
Javon
question.
said 6.
Thunder in 6. Who do you think the Thunder will play, Javon? Who do you think is taking the Thunder to 6? All right, and then I'll be back. I need to grab my phone. Entertain chat as you normally do.
Javon says the Mavs. So, yeah. Those games tomorrow night should be fun. Hopefully they're not blowouts like last night. Man, that was some boring basketball last night. How's everyone in Chatland doing today? Depressing off season, yeah. Hopefully not, Poison Ivy. Hopefully not. Hopefully we have a very exciting and well thought out, well planned execution by Joe Cronin. And yeah. Hopefully we're all saying, wow, Joe really had a good summer. But yeah, if we run it all back and keep Jeremy and DeAndre and Anthony and all that and just pick someone at 10 or whatever pick we get and yeah. Garrett says we're going to be super close on a bunch of trades. Don't worry. Super duper close. Yep. We were right there. We just couldn't pull the trigger. That's what one thing we didn't really talk about was when Joe said that they were in a position where they could do their due diligence and be patient waiting on the right trade. That's all Joe does is wait on the right trade, and sometimes it makes it so he doesn't have a move to do. So yeah. Dro says Big Daddy Brant thoughts on Ayton, Scoot, and 6, 7, or 8 for Zion. How are we can't get 6, 7, or 8. We could only get 1 through 4 or 9 or worse at this point. So I'm assuming you just mean whatever pick we end up getting. I am not necessarily a fan of a Zion trade. And actually on Saturday, we're going to have a Hoops Crush episode with my man Crushables and I. And he wants to talk about the possibilities of a Zion trade to Portland. So we'll get into that more on Saturday.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I will.
That was a bad time to lose my phone because I have Steven's picks and I have Crushable's picks on my phone. So
You couldn't find it?
Yeah, I had lost it.
Wow.
Which was going to be rough. All right. So what do we got for chat? Let's do games. Let's do games for chat. How many games? We're going Thunder. Oh, in the poll, you can make the new one.
Okay.
All right. So we had Crushables. Going Thunder in 5. We had Stephen Vaughn going OKC in 4. All right. Cool. All right. So chat, it looks like, is going Thunder in 5. All right. Thunder in 5 for chat.
I like how almost 20% had the 8 seed. People be trolling even in these polls.
I know. People love to troll, man. All right. So I got Thunder in 4. Okay. Cool. Eric's update. Or is this just going to be a rough go about it? All right. I think we'll just update these graphics after each round is going to be how we're going to have to do it. Which is fine. I mean, everybody has Thunder. Or I didn't save them all. Maybe I didn't save them all. All right. So next up, we got... This is a fun series, Eric. This is a fun series. We got Nuggets, we got Clippers. All right. 4 versus 5. Will this actually update now? Yes, it will. Beautiful scenes. All right. So I got Thunder in 4. Eric has Thunder in 4. Trevin has Thunder in 4. Crushables has Thunder in 5. Javon has Thunder in 6. Steven has Thunder in 4. And Chat has Thunder in 5. That's what we have for the Thunder versus whoever the hell they play. All right, next poll, Eric, if you want to cook that, we got the Nuggets, we got the Clippers. So you got Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray versus Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Norman Powell, who looked like an all-star this year. Can Norman Powell have a better series against the Nuggets than he did in 2021? I don't even remember how well he played offensively in that series, but the Blazers, of course, were very, very rough in that series. Very, very rough. So, this is, I think, a fun series to pick. I think it's a tough series to pick. In chat, there is your poll. All right. So, we'll start off with Crushables and Steven. Okay, Steven has Clippers in 6. Alrighty. So Steven went Clippers in 6. Let's see what Crushables went with. Crushables went Nuggets in 7. Nuggets in 7. Crushables, if you just want to make your picks in chat too. Good to see you here, man. Looking forward to your guys' stream on Saturday. Or I can read your picks off the text messages, whatever is easiest for you. But we got Nuggets in 7. I do think this series at least goes 6 or 7. I don't think this is going to be a short series. I know that's not anything bold there. But we got Crushables going Nuggets in 7. Chat right now, it's very split between the Nuggets and the Clippers. We've got 31 votes, 55% for the Nuggets. We'll keep this poll live for a bit. I still don't know what I want to do. Eric, do you have any idea what you want to do? And you're muted.
I'm going Nuggets in 7 as well.
Eric going Nuggets in 7. Why? Like, what's your take on this series? What's your reasoning behind your prediction?
Well, I don't really trust the Clippers, and home court advantage for Denver is the key in my opinion. And I think, Kawhi has been playing awesome lately, but it's hard to trust him in a full series anymore. So I just think the experience of the Nuggets, even though they are missing a couple key players from their championship, but they've had a lot of playoff battles and are tested and stuff like that. So I think that will ultimately be the slight edge in this series.
This is really tough for me, man. Really tough for me. I don't know I think this goes 7. Honestly, I think home court advantage matters a lot. I will also go Nuggets in 7. I think if Game 7 was not in altitude, even if it was a road game, I'd take the Clippers, but the Nuggets playing in altitude have a distinct advantage in a Game 7. Although, at that point, maybe the Clippers are a little used to the altitude. I don't know, but I am very on the fence. I think this is going to be the closest series of maybe all of them. I'm going Nuggets. All right. Let's see. Javon. Do we got Javon in chat? Do we got Javon's pick? Javon is bold. Going bold with it, Eric. Javon went Clippers in 5. Clippers in 5 is a very bold pick. We had Trevin go Clippers in 6.
Javon out here treating this like it's March Madness upset. He says all of his picks are bold.
I like it. That means it's not boring. I love a good upset pick. Last year, that's how I felt, and my bracket was almost perfect. So, you never know. Or maybe you do know. I think the 5 games is the boldest part of that. All right. So, chat, it looks like Nuggets pulled away a little bit there at the end. So, chat's going Nuggets. Eric, if you want to do the amount of games.
Yeah.
So we have Crushables go Nuggets in 7. Okay, Javon we got, Steven we got, myself we got, Trevin we got. So, yeah, we're just waiting on chat here. Chat, how long of a series do you think it'll be? I wonder if I can prep the next poll. Can we run 2 polls at a time?
No, it'll end the other one.
Oh, we'll end it.
Yeah.
But I can prep. That's what I think we'll do. I'll prep the team versus team, and then you can
prep the games.
Prep the games, yeah. I think that's the system we're going to work with. Dro says Christian Brown would be great on Portland. He'd be a good bench wing for us, for sure. What was the word on LeBron? He's going to miss games. Wolves could win series or so. Yeah, do you know what the update is on LeBron? Because that's definitely going to matter for the next series.
They showed him practicing in a video yesterday. There was some doctor saying there's no way he's moving like that with the injury he had, but he seemed to be moving okay, and that they were saying he's going to play. But.
Gotcha. All right, this is pretty clearly Nuggets in 7 for chat. So I will start an error occurred. Try again. Okay. So yeah, I'll just give you an error message if you try and start a poll while you have another poll going. All right.
I got it then.
I already typed it out. We're already there. All right. So here are the picks. We got Myself, Nuggets in 7. Eric, Nuggets in 7. Trevin. Trevin was Clippers in 6, yeah? Trevin was Clippers in 6. Let me update that. Make sure I get that correct. Okay. Trevin was Clippers in 6. Crushables was Nuggets in 7. Javon was Clippers in 5. Javon going bold with it. Steven, Clippers in 6. And Chat, Nuggets in 7. All right, this next series, we got the chat poll live. We got Lakers. We got Timberwolves. If LeBron can't... Well, if LeBron couldn't play, I would definitely go Timberwolves. Like, if he missed the whole series. If he played the whole series, I'd probably go Lakers in 6 or 7. So with his injury, I think this series is pretty close to a toss-up. And it's going to be really tough to pick. So the word is that LeBron will play. Is that kind of the rumor right now, Eric?
Yeah.
I think the Lakers are going to get the benefit of the doubt of the whistle.
He also, that this game doesn't start, or the series doesn't start till Sunday, and he hasn't played since that Friday before, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't play in the game against us on Sunday, so
yeah,
he'll have like almost 10 days rest, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Lakers in 7.
All right. Eric is going Lakers in 7. I'm going Lakers in 6. All right. And the rest of the picks we might have. We got Lakers in 6 for Crushables. We got Timberwolves in 7 for Javon. Oh, let's go. That fits. When I build these graphics, I always have to account for the fact that the name Timberwolves is insanely long. Is insanely long. But we had Javon go at Timberwolves in 7. Steven went Lakers in 7. All right.
Oh man, I messed that up. In one game. I'm just like out here counting, yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So while you do that, I'm going Lakers in 6. I just think LA is going to get the benefit of the doubt of the whistle. They always shoot the most free throws during the regular season for some reason, even if they don't derive as much as other teams. And with Luka and LeBron, like they're kind of built for playoff basketball. I think they're going to be able to go small and get Gobert into some tough situations. Julius Randle is terrible in the playoffs every time he's been there. So if that happens, like it's too much on Anthony Edwards to be able to carry that team. So that's why I went Lakers in 6. Timberwolves forfeit after one game. One game it is like March Madness. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's my reasoning for not taking it 7. I think the Lakers get it done on the road in 6. It's going to be a fun series, though. The Western series are going to be phenomenal, I think.
So there's someone out there that doesn't really know how this works. So there's like a playoff matchup between two teams, and the first one to win 4 games wins the series. So it can go as many as 7 games or as little as 4 games. And that's just what we're voting on in the polls, is how many games this series it's going to take for the team that chat voted to win. Then the next poll is for in how many games what take out of the 7. So it could be 4, 5, 6, or 7.
Yep. That is how things work. All right. So we got 6 games for chat. If you want to type the next poll, that'd be cool. Because I couldn't do it before. So we got Lakers in 6 for chat, which means we should be good on everybody. All right, yeah, so let's run through it here. Lakers in 6 for me. We got Lakers in 7 for Eric. Oh, we didn't get Trevin's pick in. What was Trevin's pick? Trevin went Wolves in 6. I wish Zach was picking a bracket. Zach always has some fun, bold, crazy picks. He probably would have taken Timberwolves in 4 because he always picks against the Lakers, and I respect it. All right. So we got Trevin going Timberwolves in 6. There we go. Timberwolves in 6 for Trevin. We got Lakers in 6 for Crushables. We got Timberwolves in 7 for Javon. We got Steven going Lakers in 7. And we got Chat going Lakers in 6. All right. The next series, this might be everybody's favorite series. We got the Rockets and the Warriors. The Rockets the 2 seed, the Warriors the 7 seed. But it feels like the Warriors might be favored. Of course, the Warriors had to deal with the play-in and almost lost in the 7-8 play-in. Would have been interesting to see Golden State, OKC first round. That would have been a tough series for the Thunder. But you got the experience versus the young upstart Rockets with basically no experience. They do have Fred VanVleet as their vet with some experience, but the rest of their rotation is very young. Dylan Brooks also has some experience. This is going to be a really fun series. And chat, your poll is live in the chat. I think this is going to be pretty 50-50 in the chat. Steven went Warriors in 5. Tori Wolf, they say on Twitter is true, the NBA is rigged, right? I don't think the NBA is rigged. I think the refs might favor star players in big markets a little bit, but I don't think that counts as, like, rigging.
Of course, Gray Hughes thinks it was rigged. You should do a Gray Hughes investigates video on the 2000 playoffs.
Hell yeah.
The refs made the Blazers miss like 14 straight shots. And turned the ball over like 10 times.
If it was rigged, the Blazers would have never gotten up that much that late in the game, is how I view it. All right, we got Javon going Rockets in 6. We got Trevin going Warriors in 6.
I'm going Warriors in 6 as well. Also, those dang refs let the Lakers get offensive rebound and kick it out to Robert Horry against the Kings. Like, yeah. Ooh, this poll is 50-50. I was going to end it.
50-50. I think we just let it run a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right, Eric went Warriors in 6. I'm going Warriors in 6 as well. We had Crushables go Warriors in 6. It's going to be fun to watch Amen Thompson guard Steph Curry, probably. At least I assume that's the matchup.
Yeah, he's been. Last time they played, he guarded him pretty well.
All right, we give 30 more seconds on the poll. We got 35 votes,
It's back and
105
forth.
watching. So vote in the chat poll for who you think is going to win this series. It's basically 50-50. It's basically 50-50. So you got about 20 more seconds. Make your voice heard. Do you have the Rockets or do you have the Golden State Warriors? All right, 10 seconds. It looks like chat is going with the Rockets, Eric. 5, 4, 3. One more vote for the Warriors ties it again. 2, 1. No vote at the buzzer. The vote at the buzzer was for the Rockets. All right,
Oh, wow.
Chat is going Rockets. All right, how many games? How many games for chat for the Rockets? All right, while Eric does that, I'll run through our picks. I got Warriors in 6, so I got Thunder versus Nuggets second round and Lakers versus Warriors. Eric has the same second round. Our differences are I went Lakers in 6, Eric went Lakers in 7. So we are pretty much in agreement there. Trevin has the Clippers instead of the Nuggets, Timberwolves instead of the Warriors. So 3 lower seeded teams advancing to his second round. He has the Thunder in the sweep, Clippers in 6, Timberwolves in 6, Warriors in 6. Crushables, same thing. Oh no, why is Crushables bracket? Oh, my stream. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got Crushables with Thunder, Nuggets, Lakers, Warriors like me and Derek. He has Warriors in 6. Javon is going against the grain. He has the Clippers, he has the Timberwolves, he has the Rockets. Timberwolves, Rockets would be a very interesting second round. He has Timberwolves in 7, Rockets in 6. Steven has Thunder, Clippers, Lakers, Warriors. So, some different picks, man, which is always fun. And then chat right now, the poll is Rockets in 7. Rockets in 7 for chat. So chat going all top 4 seeds. The only bracket with all top 4 seeds. Because chat loves themselves a favorite. Chat loves themselves a favorite. All right. Now we're moving on to the second round. Eric, do the poll for chat. It's Thunder versus Nuggets. I'm just going to make my pick right now. I have Thunder in 5. Thunder in 5. Okay. Crushable says Western Conference playoffs about to be so much fun, genuinely. Yeah, man. Just imagine if the Blazers were in one of these series. It would be historic. It would be so much fun. So much fun.
Would chat pick them to win the championship?
Yeah, probably. All right, so Javon's first year picking a playoff bracket. He is going Clippers over the Thunder in 6 games. Javon, what is your We need some reasoning, all right? More reasoning than just I'm going bold. What is your reasoning for the Clippers beating the Thunder? Is it because the 5 seed did it to the 1 seeded Thunder last year? I love how we have Aeromancer in here with no bracket. Going Thunder in 4.
I wonder if he's drunk.
Maybe. Probably. It's not it's a Thursday night. So, definitely.
Don't matter.
Eric's the type to get drunk on a Thursday night. All right, Steven went OKC in 5 as well over the Clippers. All right, so there's my bracket. All right, we have Thunder in 7 for Trevin. So he thinks the Clippers are going to take it the distance and fall short in Game 7. Javon says, Thunder don't have the experience. I trust Kawhi will rise in the playoffs. Hopefully he just plays for an entire playoffs. When was the last time he played for a entire playoffs? Bubble? Because they lost.
I think they did in the bubble. Yeah, I think so, in the bubble. And
time before that was when he won a ring with the Raptors. All right, Eric, what are you going with?
I have the same as you, Thunder in 5.
All right, you have Thunder in 5. Chat's going to go Thunder if you want to do the amount of games. Crushables went Thunder in 6 over the Nuggets. And then we got chat. All right, so let's just ruffle through these while Eric makes the poll. There we go. The poll is live. And we got a 4, 5, 6, 7, which is good. I went Thunder in 5. Eric went Thunder over Nuggets in 5. Let me actually put the Thunder in the conference finals for you. All right, so me and Eric still matching brackets pretty much. Thunder in 5 over the Nuggets for both of us. Trevin went Thunder in 7. He thinks the Clippers are going to make this a series. Crushables went Thunder in 6 over the Nuggets. Javon going bold. He's going to have the Clippers, Timberwolves, or Rockets in his NBA Finals. Because he went Clippers in 6 over the Thunder. Steven, Thunder in 5. And chat, it looks like, is going to go Thunder in 6. Thunder in 6 for chat. If you want to make the next poll for them, which is Lakers-Rockets. Well, Rockets versus Lakers. So chat is going with the Oklahoma City Thunder in 6 games over the Denver Nuggets. And now we move on to the second round at the bottom of the bracket. I have Lakers Warriors. Eric has Lakers Warriors. Trevin has Timberwolves Warriors. Crushables has Lakers Warriors. Javon has Timberwolves Rockets. Steven has Lakers Warriors. And Chat has Lakers Rockets. All right, chat, your poll is live. Your poll is live. We got Javon going Wolves in 6. So Javon has the 5-seeded Clippers versus the 6-seeded Timberwolves. So I'll put Javon's bracket up first. A wild, wild bracket. We got Warriors in 7 over the Lakers, 4 crushables. And we got Warriors in 7 over the Timberwolves, 4 Trevin. I'm going Warriors in 7 over the Lakers. Eric, you got Lakers, Warriors. Who are you taking in this series? This would be a phenomenal series.
Yeah, I'm going Lakers in 7.
Eric is going with his Los Angeles Lakers in 7 games. We finally disagree.
Funny. You're so funny.
That's the hair and Eric's Lakers. Nice.
Yeah.
Chat's going the Lakers. All right. If you want to do the games poll here. Let me see which picks we don't have. So I'm going Warriors in 7. I got Thunder Warriors in the conference finals. Eric is going Lakers in 7. He has Lakers Thunder in the conference finals. Trevin, Warriors in 7. He has Thunder Warriors just like I do. Same for Crushables. Warriors in 7 over the Lakers. Javon has Clippers Timberwolves in the conference finals. He has Timberwolves over the Rockets in 6. Steven, I did not update. Steven has Warriors in 6 over the Lakers. And then chat, you can vote for how many games you think the Lakers are going to need to beat the Houston Rockets. Hero says none of these are happening. Well, too bad you're not bold enough to even pick a bracket this year.
Wow.
Mods used to participate without me really having to ask. Now, things are different. Mm-hmm. We might need to go recruiting for a mod or two, or we just make Taylor like officially a mod instead of just like, you know.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, maybe that's what we have to do. I'm literally picking one right now. You're supposed to let me know before the stream. As I said in the Discord. As I said like 3 hours before this stream started. Anyway. Alright. We got chat going. It's very close. But chat's going Lakers in 7 over the Rockets. Alright. So chat has the same Western Conference Finals you do. Eric, if you want to cue that up. Chat, let me go there, has Lakers over the Rockets. So I got Thunder Warriors. Eric has Thunder Lakers. Trevin has Thunder Warriors. Crushables has Thunder Warriors. Javon has Clippers Timberwolves. Steven has Thunder Warriors. And chat has Thunder Lakers. Nobody has the Rockets making the conference finals as the 2 seed.
Yeah, no one trusts the Rockets.
Nobody trusts the Rockets. I think
the
Warriors.
They got to earn their respect first.
I think the Warriors match up very, very well with them. I just think the Rockets might struggle to score. Hunter would have had the Rockets? Yeah, maybe. Alrighty. Eric, who do you have advancing from the conference finals?
Well, Luka ended the Thunder season last year. So now that he's on a different team, I am going to say the Thunder get their revenge and beat the Lakers in 6 games.
All right. Eric has Thunder in 6. Alrighty. I've been deciding this all stream. I knew this was going to be my conference finals. I just really have a gut feeling, just like I did last year. I just have a gut feeling about the Golden State Warriors right now. They have the experience. They have playoff Jimmy, who had 36 points in 3 quarters in their playing game. He's ready to go. They have the experience. Steph can win a series on his own. Thunder still haven't proven it yet. I am going to go Warriors in 7 on the road. Shocking OKC. Once again in a Game 7. The last time in the Western Conference Finals, it resulted in KD leaving the Thunder to go to the Warriors. Now KD, who knows where he's going to get traded this offseason. So I'm going Warriors in 7. So is Crushables. Crushables agrees with me. He has the Warriors in 7 over the Thunder as well.
He also had the Mavericks last year.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I need to go up to A and put some money on the Warriors to make the finals. Sounds like a good Friday night to me. All right, Steven. Let's go to Steven's bracket here. Steven went OKC in 5. He doesn't even think it'll be competitive. He thinks the Thunder are going to run through the Western Conference. He thinks they will run through the West.
Alright, let me do in this poll.
Alright, chat is going Thunder. We will see it in how many games. Right now, it's a lot of Thunder and Warriors. Javon will change that. He has the Clippers facing the Rockets. Or not the Rockets, the Clippers facing the Timberwolves. His pick is Clippers in 5? Clippers in 5. He has the Clippers beating the Nuggets in 5. He has the Clippers beating the Thunder in 6. And he has the Clippers beating the Timberwolves in 5 games. Bold picks from our guy Javon.
That's stupid. Just kidding, Javon. I just don't see how you trust the Clippers.
I mean, basically he has them doing exactly what the Mavs did last year. The Mavs were also the 5 seed.
They've never been in the finals.
Yeah.
Never gotten to the finals before.
Luka had never gotten to the finals before.
and
It's first time for everything.
And you have to have them stay healthy. He is a hardened believer.
They're a dangerous team, man. I mean, the West has a lot of really good teams. All right, Trevin went Thunder in 5 over the Warriors. So much like Steven, he thinks the Thunder are going to take care of business easily against the Warriors. The funny part is he had Thunder in 7 against the Clippers, so he thinks the Thunder are going to struggle more with the Clippers in round 2 than with the Thunder. All right, chat is voting for the current games right now. We'll give them 30 more seconds. Right now they have Thunder in 6 over the Lakers. Nobody is going Lakers. Nobody's going Lakers. Oh, look, Connor's here. Connor, who would you have had in the Western Conference Finals and making it out of the West?
Connor's been here.
Oh, has he? All right. Looks like Thunder in 6, Eric, for chat. All right. So, quick little review of our Western Conference brackets. I have Warriors beating the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals in 7. Eric has the Thunder beating the Lakers in 6. Trevin has the Thunder beating the Warriors in 5. Crushables has the Warriors beating the Thunder in 7. Javon has the Clippers beating the Timberwolves in 5. Steven has the Thunder beating the Warriors in 5. And chat has the fiddle update here for me. Thunder beating the Lakers in 6 games. And this is what our... Whoops, that's the wrong graphic.
Yep, Arrow is drunk. He said he wasn't, but he is.
Why is that? What did he say? Oh, I need to make those names light because we have a dark backdrop.
He says, oh, so when I show up, it's Arrow's drunk. But when Connor shows up, it's, hey, Connor, make your picks.
Of course. Connor does not drink.
That sounds like a drunk person talking.
Connor does not drink, man.
But no, he just was curious who Connor would have in his coming out of the West. You can also give who you would have coming out of your West.
Well, he
since
has
you
been,
said
so I didn't have
all
to
our
ask.
picks were wrong or something, whatever you say.
Yeah, he's drunk. You're right. Wasted Arrowmancer on a Thursday night, a tale as old as time. So we got 4 people with the Thunder coming out of the West, 2 with the Warriors, myself and Crushables, and then Javon with the Clippers. Alrighty, so that's our West. Now it's time to roll it over to the East. Although for some reason I have Javon's, so let me choose mine. Oh, mine just has Javon's name on it, so let me fix that. All right. So I will roll these over to the East. If you want to do poll number 1 for the Cavs versus whoever.
Huh?
Or do you want to do, for this one, do you want to do like the 2 teams? Just because I'm rolling this over so you have time. If you want to do
I already put the poll.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, they're going to pick Cavs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For these East graphics, I should probably put the logos on the right. Right, chat? Or does it look fine with the logos on the left? Because it's going right to left. Let me know. Let me know. Because we're going to use these graphics to keep track of the playoffs.
But by the way, Javon had Clippers over Timberwolves in 6, not 5.
All right, I will fix that for you. All right, that has been fixed. We are ready for the East. So the Cavs play the winner of Hawks and Heat. I think the Heat might be able to win a game. I think the Hawks could win a game too. I'm going to go Cavs in 5.
I am also going Cavs in 5.
Alrighty. I just realized something, but I'll bring it up when we get there. All right. And then if you want to read off the picks in chat.
All right, we got Cavs in 5 for Javon. Cavs in 5 for
I have to
Aeromancer.
No, well, yeah, he doesn't count. All right. We got Cavs in 5 for Javon.
Cavs over Miami in 5 for Trevon.
Alright. It's weird editing right to left. So Trevon went Cavs in 5 as well?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
I'm setting up.
Yeah, while you do that, I will check what Steven sent me for this one. Steven went Cavs in 4.
Eric Olsen says, I firmly believe Arrow will get every single one right and prove all of you wrong.
Too bad nobody will remember because he doesn't have a standings graphic. Because reasons. Alright. Crushables, I don't know if he's in chat anymore, but he did text me his picks. So, Crushables.
Bye, Aeromancer. Love you. Sorry, you have to go.
Crushables went Cavs in 5. All right, so let's run through things here. I think we're just waiting on chat. I got Cavs in 5. Eric has Cavs in 5. Trevin has Cavs in 5. Crushables, I just updated. He had Cavs in 5. There we go. Javon had Cavs in 5. Steven had Cavs in 4. Is there votes in the chat poll for you?
No votes.
No votes in the chat poll. It's impossible. I think it's glitching.
I pressed 6. Let me just end it in.
Here, I'll put it in on my end.
Oh, wait, when I ended it, it worked.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Cavs in 4.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird. Yeah, all zeros for me, too.
All right. So everybody has Cavs in 5 except Chat and Steven who have Cavs in 4. So we just don't expect this to be a competitive series. It'd be great if it was a competitive series. But this next series might be competitive. We got the Pacers and Bucks. The Pacers and Bucks. We just talked about Dame. We'll see when he returns. So we will cook up a chat poll for that. Since I'm already on this graphic, I will start with Stephen Vaughn. Stephen has Bucks in 6.
Mm.
Javon has Bucks in 5. Trevin has Bucks in 7.
My dog is snoring.
No, I can't even hear it, so it's fine.
It's like, what is that noise?
All right, chat so far 70% Bucks out of 20 votes. Give them a little bit more time, but I don't think they're going to bring it back for the Pacers. So it looks like chat is going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Man, Trevin really does remember every little thing.
Trevin does remember everything. That's kind of cool.
I remember when Alex was mad that the Cavs had lost to the Hawks twice when they were like 42-1. I know that doesn't make sense, but they had like they had lost like 3 games and 2 of them were to the Hawks, and he was all
Yeah, I remember.
He's
that.
like, this season sucks. I'm so mad.
Who are you going with in this series, Eric?
I'm gonna do Bucks in 6.
All right, you can end the Bucks poll. You can do the games. All right, so let's just go through this, okay? Chat went Bucks. That is currently updating. Eric went Bucks. That is currently updating. There we go. Trevin went Bucks in 7. Crushables went Bucks in 7. Javon went Bucks in 5. Steven went Bucks in 6. I am shocked right now that it's all Bucks. I feel like people are sleeping on the Pacers again. I really feel like people are sleeping on the Pacers again. Dame's not going to play game 1. The rest of the team around Dame and Giannis, I absolutely do not trust, Eric.
You don't trust KPJ?
I don't trust KPJ. I definitely don't trust Kyle Kuzma. I don't trust Brook Lopez on either end of the floor. Like, if Dame was healthy, maybe I'd go Bucks. Like, the entire series. I think there's a good chance the Bucks lose game 1 and lose home court advantage. I'm going Pacers in 7. Chat is going Bucks in 6. So everybody's going Bucks except for me. All right, you can do their next poll. The next series, Knicks, Pistons.
Can't believe we're talking about the Pistons in the playoffs.
Wow, man, I have horror director insulting me in the chat. Haven't seen him in a while. He just comes straight in, insulting me. Crazy Stray. I didn't insult you, dude. I just talked about how I'm gonna go place a bet this stream. And this dude in chat says, betting is for infantile, small deed men who thinks they can be cool because they want to bet. I guess that applies to me, man. I guess that applies to me. It's unfortunate. It really is. It really, really is. Alrighty. I don't view it that way. Betting is just fun. It's like you bet enough where if you lose, it's fine, but you get to root for something to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you bet on a team to make the finals, you're going to root for that team to make the finals. Right? So, yeah, like, I don't understand, man. Betting can be fun, like, if you do it responsibly. All right. We got Knicks and 6 for Javon. We got the chat poll live for chat. Eric, who are you going with in this series? Do you know?
Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. I'm taking Knicks in 7. Horror director, well, you can blame me for a lot of that, actually, so go ahead. Yeah, I agree, Eric. So, the thing is like odds and stuff incorporates into sports conversations, you know? Like the favorite to get Kevin Durant. Here are the odds, you know? Like, here's the team that's favorited. But based on the odds, like, I think this team is being slept on. You know, like, it's natural. It's very natural. All right. I went Knicks in 7. Eric went Knicks in 5. Trevin, I don't know if we have his. Yeah, what'd Trevin go with? Trevin went Knicks in 5.
Oh, Crushwell's going to get us a blue chew.
Hell yeah.
Horror director. God, I hate this, man. It's one thing to have an opinion and say you're not a fan of gambling, but you literally called people who gamble like
infantile, small deed. Yeah, you're just being
there's a complete difference between coming in here being an a-hole and then like trying to be all pissy about it now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like you're more mature than this. Come on, man. Like, just say you're not a fan of gambling or how podcasts do that. You don't have to insult people who gamble or who enjoy gambling. There's a huge difference between that. Don't get all offended because we didn't like your comment calling everyone who gambles. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, yeah.
You're totally out of line here.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even... Yeah.
All right, I'm going to close my eyes and in the poll in a few seconds.
All right. Yeah, you can dislike podcasts having a gambling sponsor. That's fine. I mean, but just straight up insulting people who gamble is lame, especially after I just said I'm literally gonna go place some money on the Warriors to make the finals. But also, at the end of the day, dude, like, if podcasts have a sponsor that pays them money,
And you enjoy that podcast.
and you enjoy that podcast, stop complaining about it. Unless they're throwing you an ad like every 10 minutes where it's just completely destroying the content, like, get over it. Get over it. Because it's really, like, people do not make a lot of money on podcasts, man. Like, doing the channel, I do it as a passion project. Like, yeah, we get a little bit of YouTube ad revenue and a few donations here and there. And I know you've donated in the past, and we appreciate all that. And then it doesn't make that much money. For how much time it takes, it doesn't make that much. So, cool, there's a sponsor where podcast or creator can make more money off their content, off all the hard work they put in. Like, let them. Why are we complaining? It's not like anything that really hurts you that much, and it helps them a lot. So I hate when people complain about that stuff. Like, it's a bigger deal to the podcast or to the show than it is to you. All right. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I understand if you don't like it. That's completely fine. You're entitled to that opinion. Some people like to do it. Always gamble responsibly. I say that all the time. Like, always gamble responsibly. If you gamble responsibly, it can be fun. If you don't gamble responsibly, it can be a legitimate problem. Of course. So, and I've always kind of pitched that. So, anyway, how many games for chat, Eric? We got 6 right now, 15 votes.
47% is 6 games.
All right. So we got Knicks in 6. Has a ring to it. I think we have everyone's. Like, truthfully, I wish it was a lot easier for channels like ours and sports podcasts to make money off different sponsors. The funny thing is, my day job in my line of work is helping podcasts and platforms get sponsorships. Like, so, yeah, I wish it was more of a thing, for sure. For sure. I would love to have a Starburst Ice sponsorship. If somebody knows anybody at this company, let them know. I will sponsor the hell out of their product for pennies. Considering how much of it I drink on stream. Alrighty, so I have Knicks in 7. You're gonna say something, Eric?
Oh, I was going to say, like, you were starting to mention, like, you know, talking about odds and stuff is a way of just looking at who the favorite is. Where it's not necessarily that you have to spend all your money, your whole savings account on this stuff we talk about. Like, it's just fun to talk about who's going to win a series or who's projected to be the favorite to win the championship or something.
Yep. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Let's pick some more series. We got Knicks in 5 for Eric, Knicks in 7 for me. Trevin has Knicks in 5. Crushables. Who'd Crushables have? Crushable says he got a 10.99 from Sleeper. Nice, man.
Don't you have his picks? I don't think he said in chat.
He said in chat. Knicks in 6, by the way. I do have his picks, but I was just checking chat because it's easier. All right. So Crushables went Knicks in 6. I don't think we have a single pick for the Pistons, which I'm rooting for the Pistons to win this series, but they don't have the experience on their side.
Screwed up another freaking poll. But
Javon has Knicks in 6. Steven has Knicks in 7. Chat has Knicks in 6. All right.
Just skip this part, but
yeah. Now we have Celtics Magic.
We doubled down on the series.
Celtics Magic, all right. I am going Celtics in 4.
I'm also going Celtics in 4.
The West is so much more fun than the East, I think. At least until the second round. I wish the East had more depth to it. But like the Magic are going to get better, the Pistons are going to get better. Maybe it will be next year or the year after. Maybe it will have more depth, but until then. All right. So chat, you got your poll. We already have 31% of, well, how many votes is it? 13 votes. So, like, 4 votes for the Magic? Who voting Magic, chat? Who are the trolls voting? Because I don't feel like you actually believe the Magic are going to win. And if you do, actually say something in chat. I'd love to hear what you think of this series. Trevin goes Celtics in 4. Crushables says Celtics in 5 because they are known to play with their food. That is a good point. That is a good point. I could see the Magic squeaking out a win in like Game 4 and then going to Boston and losing by 25 in Game 5. I absolutely could see that happening. All right, who's Javon going with? Celtics in 6.
Ooh, 2 games.
He thinks the Magic win 2 games. He did say he was going to have some bold picks. That is bold.
Roger thinks the Magic are going to upset the Celtics.
Hey, that would be fun if it happened, man. That would be fun. We have Celtics for Steven. He's taking the... I forgot how many games it was. He's taking the Celtics in a sweep as well. All right. Do we have the game number for chat? Oh, we still need it. Okay, cool. We still need that. All right. So I'll rattle through things on the screen while you do that. I have Celtics in 4. Eric has Celtics in 4. Trevin, I did not save his graphic yet. Trevin has Celtics in 4. Crushables has Celtics in 5. Javon has Celtics in 6. Steven has Celtics in 4. Chat is going with the Celtics. We're determining how many games. Alrighty. We got Gage with the broom emojis. He thinks it'll be a sweep. Right now it's split between 4 and 5 games. We do have a vote for 7. Gage says Golden State is going to beat Houston. Yeah, we have a lot of Golden State over Houston picks. Magic are going to upset the Celtics. Remember I said that. Listen, you can come in here and say, remember I said that after it happens, and we will give you credit. We will give you credit. All right. We'll give chat like 15 more seconds here. Okay. Next series is Cavs Bucks for everyone but me. I have Cavs Pacers. All right, chat's doing it in 4. We're ending the poll. We're moving on. So chat has the Celtics in a sweep. Alrighty. Next series is Pacers Cavs for me and Bucks Cavs for everybody else. I'll just pick this. I have the Cleveland Cavaliers winning in 7. I have Cavs in 7 over the Pacers. Trevin has Cavaliers in 6 over the Bucks. Javon has Bucks in 6 over the Cavs. So another 5 seed. Javon loves his 5 seeds. You trust a team starting Brook Lopez and Kyle Kuzma to beat the Bucks in 6, Javon?
To beat the Cavs in 6.
To beat the Cavs in 6, I mean, yeah. That's bold, man. That is definitely bold. Is the chat poll updating for you, or is it stuck at... Oh, 13 votes, 100% Cavs. Okay, well, we can end that. 100% of 13 votes. So chat is with it, man. All right, how many games is it gonna take though, chat? When are like awards and all NBA teams, all defensive teams announced?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
All right. In the meantime,
They still have the like top 3, and then you know how the last couple of years they've done like a top 3, and then
not really. I don't really remember, to be honest.
they give like the 3 finalists, and then one year, like 2 years ago, I think there was like an award show, and then but like last year they just listed the 3 finalists, and then
Gotcha. All right. Who do we not have? I have Trevin. I have myself. I have Stephen. I have Javon.
last year they were announced between April 23rd and May 8th.
Okay, we can do that on a future stream. We can vote for our teams. That would be fun. Fun to do. Crushables had Cavs in 6. What'd you have for this series, Eric?
Bucks in 7.
You're taking the Bucks as well, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Kyle Kuzma, Brook Lopez, Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, the basketball version. It'd be awesome if the Bucks beat them. You had Bucks in 6, yeah?
7.
Oh, Bucks in 7.
Javon had Bucks in 6.
All right, what does chat have? Cavs and how many?
It is going to be
5. I see it.
looks like 5, yeah.
All right.
People.
I have Cavs in 7 over the Pacers. What do you people what? Huh? You good?
I'm just trying to end the poll.
Okay.
It said there was only like 3 votes up there.
Yeah. Eric had Bucks in 7 over the Cavs. I had Cavs in 7 over the Pacers. Trevin has. Oh, come on, stream. Cavs in 6 over the Bucks. Crushables has Cavs in 6 over the Bucks. Javon has Bucks in 6 over the Cavs. Steven has Cavs in 5 over the Bucks. And chat has Cavs in 5 over the Bucks. Now we're all picking Celtics versus Knicks. We're all picking Celtics versus Knicks.
Let's say Celtics in 6.
All right. Eric is going Celtics in 6. So you got 2 green teams in the Eastern Conference Finals, the 2 green teams. I'm going Celtics in 5. Javon Celtics in 5. Trevin Celtics in 5. Javon said it's going to get real bold and then takes the Celtics in 5. Gray, it was kind of crazy, but the 1 seeds were really good this year. Shout out to Florida. I knew Florida was going to win it all. I got the same gut feeling about Florida early in the season that I did about UConn 2 years ago, the year when they first won their championship early in the season. Because I had them as a 4 seed in the championship game in that bracket and like almost decided to have them win it all. I really wish I did. All right, what else we got, Eric?
In the poll.
Chat. All right, chat's going Celtics. So Crushables. Let's see what Crushables went with. Crushables went Celtics at 6. And Steven went Celtics in 5. All right. So I got Celtics in 5 over the Knicks. Eric has Celtics in 6. Trevin has Celtics in 5. Crushables has Celtics in 6. Javon has Celtics in 5. Steven has Celtics in 5. And chat is voting for their amount of games right now. Man, chat is struggling to make up their mind. It's tied between 6 and 7, though. Next vote breaks the tie. Oh, it's 7 games for chat. Celtics in 7 games for chat. All right, so everybody has Cavs Celtics except Javon and Eric have Bucks Celtics. Now it's time for the conference finals. Would be a phenomenal series. Phenomenal series. Alex Wolf shockingly takes the Cavs. Crushables is going Celtics in 6.
Oh, why did I type that as Tory?
Huh?
Oh, I typed a message in the Blazers Uprise chat instead of the... Yeah.
Shaking my head. Should have just let him guess whose mom it was.
I mean, I've said that before on stream, so people should know that.
I don't even remember you saying that, so...
How would I be his kid when I was there, Gray? That doesn't make...
All right. Join our Discord. There's a link in the live chat. Join our Discord if you want to follow along with the mock off season, which will start in less than a month. That's crazy. And if you want a chance at participating in the mock off season, you better join our Discord.
Sorry, I was there. It was while he was on the Blazers, which means I was born.
Steven has Celtics in 5.
Eric Olson's mom was one of Wilt Chamberlain's 10,000 conquests.
20,000. Don't short him. It's 20,000.
20,000. Sorry, Wilt.
All right, Steven, Celtics in 5. Javon, what is Javon going with? Bucks in 7.
There we go.
2 5 seeds in the finals for Javon. Bucks Clippers.
That's such a weird finals, man.
I know. Very weird finals.
That's one of the weirdest finals you could have picked.
Trevin went Cavs in 7. I'm also going Cavs in 7.
Wow.
So me and Trevin going with the Cavs out of the East.
Javon, it's only a fun finals because Dame's in it.
Who are you going with?
I'm going Celtics in 6. Poll?
So chat is going Celtics, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I got Cavs in 7 beating the Celtics. Eric has Celtics in 6 beating the Bucks. Trevin has Cavs and Celtics. Cavs in 7 over the Celtics. Crushables has Celtics in 6 over the Cavs. Javon has Bucks in 7 over the Celtics. Steven has Celtics in 5 over the Cavs. And chat is going with the Celtics. We're voting for the amount of games right now. And we'll give them a couple more votes. We only got 9 votes in there. Vote in the chat poll. Javon said shocked. I thought Torrey was going Celtics. Dude, I think people are really sleeping on the Cavs, man. Teams don't really make the finals in back-to-back years anymore. It's not a common thing, or at least defending champs. I think the Cavs are going to be hungry. I think they have the defensive pieces to slow down the Celtics. I think they have the firepower to keep up with them. They won more games than them this year. Celtics have guys that I feel like are injury prone. I think that could be a legitimate problem for them in a deep playoff run this year. Like, I feel like Drew or Porzingis, one of those guys is going to miss some time. And yeah, I like the Cavs. I think the Cavs are being slept on. I think the Cavs and Pacers are being slept on. All right. So chat goes Celtics in 7. Celtics in 7 for chat. Here's the fun part. Although this is not updated yet. Weird. Go ahead.
Who did Thunder have in the finals from the West?
Who did the Thunder have in the finals from the West?
Who did chat have in... Sorry. Did they have the Thunder?
Yes. Yes. Well, if this graphic would update, that would be amazing. But my stream
Warriors Cav part 14 for Torrey.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have the Cavs and Warriors again, but it's going to feel completely different. Dude, what is happening with my streaming software? You want to do a poll for, Thunder Celtics for chat.
Hurry up.
Dude. Won't even switch the scene. It's crazy that this is too much for my streamers. I need a better computer or a computer upgrade some parts on this thing at some point, because
wow, Alex only picks his friends based off they pick his team to win.
Makes sense. What if I just decline his invitation?
Javon. Well, I really hope Javon's right. I will say that.
Let me see if I can... Dude. Oh, now it'll let me. Dude, I don't know. See what's happening. So, like, I have different scenes, right? So I have a finals pick scene, and, like, I click on it, and it changes the screen, but it has, like, chat highlighted. Like, different. I've never encountered this before. So now I'm on finals, which showed Steven. Is weird. Weird stuff. Okay. Well, at some point, our finals picks will be up, and I'll be able to update them. Chat, if you have any questions, we'll answer them. If you have any bold predictions on a breakout player or anything with the playoffs, we'll read it off. Danny P says he has Lakers over Boston, LA in 7. Man, this is brutal. Who's your most improved prediction for next season? That's always hard to predict. Like, Cade's gonna win it this year, so who's gonna be the guy that like takes the Cade jump next year? Um, That's a good question. All right, can I do this now? I can, but it's not updated. Make sure I save it. All right.
It's a bit Chris Murray.
Chris Murray, yeah. He improves from 40% to 60% from the free throw line, wins most improved.
Yeah.
It's 150% better.
Nowhere to go but up.
DeAndre Ayton, Wemby. Wemby was already so good last year, it's going to be, like, impossible, I think. And there we go. We finally got our finals matchup picks. We got a lot of Celtics. Right. So let's see. Thunder Celtics is the highest pick series. We got Eric, Steven, and Shaq on Thunder Celtics. I think those teams are the favorites to come out of each conference. Okay. And then the rest are completely different matchups. I have Warriors Cavs again. Although it doesn't feel like old Warriors Cavs, you know what I mean? It's no LeBron, no Clay. So at least there's something different. We got Warriors Celtics for crushables. We got Thunder Cavs for Trevin, the 2 1 seeds. Only person with both the 1 seeds facing in the finals. And we got 2 5 seeds from Javon. We got Clippers Bucks from Javon. And Javon, voting with his heart, not his head, said Bucks in 7, correct?
Yep.
Bucks in 7 for Javon. What do we have for Trevin and the rest?
Boo Trevin, says Javon.
Don't know why. All right. Steven's champion is the... Whoa. Dude, my streaming software is doing some insane stuff right now. Is this stream still good? Dude,
Yeah, stream's still
my
working.
streaming software just full screened my stream back to me, which I've never had happen before, and I'm really confused. Anyway, as long as we're still live, and this graphic will update, because look, we got Bucks and 7 for Javon. All right, Steven is going Thunder in 5. He thinks the Thunder roll their way to a championship. All right, Crushables went with the Warriors in 7. Warriors in 7 for Crushables. Trevin went with Thunder in 6. Who are you taking to win the championship, Eric?
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7. You think the Celtics are going to win back-to-back championships?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I'm going Cavaliers in 7. Over the
The
Warriors.
Cleveland Cavaliers are getting their second ring, Tori?
It's their second ring.
Wow.
Without LeBron.
That's crazy.
Who's chat going with? Chat's going with the Thunder in, it looks like, 6 games. Thunder in 6 for chat. That concludes our playoff bracket predictions. Wow, we're at 2 hours flat. Would have been less than 2 hours if my software wasn't glitching out the whole stream. That's pretty good. Normally it takes us, I think, a bit longer than that. So happy with that. Those are our finals predictions. So let's tally them here. We have 3 for the Thunder, Trevin, Chat, and Steven. And then we have 1 vote for the Celtics, that's Eric. 1 vote for the Cavs, that's me. 1 vote for the Warriors, that's Crushables. And 1 vote for the Bucks, that's Javon. So we'll see who does the best. Maybe we'll have a scoring system this year. Maybe I'll have Arrow make another spreadsheet. Like he did for picks against the spread. I don't know. That could be the way to do it. Anyway, looking forward to covering the playoffs. Our next episode of Blazers Uprise Live will be after Game 1s. It'll be on Monday. It'll be after a couple Game 2s, actually. So we'll be able to talk about that. Of course, Eric and Crushables are streaming tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Saturday. Today's a Thursday. Saturday, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is our live stream schedule. Going to try and do an episode of Blazing Trails once every 2 weeks. So maybe late April we'll have another episode, and then we'll do another one after the lottery. There's less than a month until the lottery. I don't have a Tankathon scene set up, but I feel like we need to do a Tankathon sim every stream, Eric. And I will set it up.
Till May 12th.
I will set it up for the next stream. I think trying to set it up for this stream would have fried my computer anyway. All right. So I will just read it off, and I'll tell you guys what we got in our sim. At 14 is Atlanta via Sacramento. Of course, this is it's almost the official lottery. After tomorrow, we'll have things set in stone. At 13, we have the Chicago Bulls. At 12, we have the Dallas Mavericks. At 11, we have the Miami Heat. And at 10, we have your Portland Trail Blazers. At 9, we have the Houston Rockets. At 8, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Philadelphia moves down 3 spots and loses their pick to OKC, which means Brooklyn, Toronto, and who am I forgetting? San Antonio move up. Great. At 7 is New Orleans. At 6 is Washington, moving down 4 spots. And at 5 is Utah. So San Antonio, Charlotte, Toronto, Brooklyn is in the top 4. At 4, we have the Toronto Raptors. At 3, we have the San Antonio Spurs. At 2, we have the Brooklyn Nets, which means the Charlotte Hornets captured the flag.
That's fine.
I couldn't imagine Cooper Flag playing with like LaMelo Ball because it's just like,
True.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it seems a little crazy.
why? I do not want Cooper Flag to end up on a team with Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball, man. No way. Apparently, Flag can be in the draft, and then if he doesn't want the team that drafts him, he can go back to college for a year. He has to decide by like end of May. So the
But
lottery.
yes, it is at the lottery is before the withdrawal date. So yes, technically any player could do that. That's not exclusive to Flag.
Yeah, but like I mean, Flag's the only guy that knows kind of what pick he's going in the lotteries for him. Although Dylan Harper would know he's going number 2. But if Cooper Flag goes back to college, because Charlotte gets the number 1 pick, then Dylan Harper would end up in Charlotte. So maybe he'd go back to school and then transfer. Yeah. Anyway, interesting stuff. Shout out to BetUSTV. Anything else, Eric?
Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a great night.
Yep. Thank you for participating. Thank you for making your picks. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Hopefully you have a good rest of your Thursday. Hopefully you enjoy your Friday tomorrow. And then we'll have Hoops Crush on Saturday. Another episode of Blazers Uprise Live on Monday. This weekend I'm going to record a lot of video content. Some player review stuff. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you know when we go live. All that good stuff. Join our Discord. We tag everybody in our Discord when we drop a live stream or a video. Happy to get back on some video content. It's been a while, so looking forward to that. Anyway, hopefully you all have a good rest of your night. We're out of here. We'll see whose predictions were the best. And until next time, as always, peace out. Go Blazers!